Beautiful morning to all the people. Once again, I'm back with another session, and today's session is going to be little different because it is more on practical basis. So I'm not going to give you a lot of gyan, but then we are going to learn some effective tools that is going to actually retune our mindset towards success, towards progress, or towards anything that you want. So if you can hear me right, if you can hear me clear, just request anybody to type yes so that I have a confirmation and I'll go ahead. Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. So let's start today's session and let's understand that firstly, why do we need morning rituals? Now, most of us have heard about this, that doing morning rituals or having certain practices in the morning can actually take us to another level in life, right? And today we're going to explore the fact that why morning ritual is important, how it needs to be done, and what needs to be done. Okay, so there will be three aspects, and as I always say that I am a mindset professional coach, as well as I also truly believe in spirituality. So I am going to talk a lot about mindset as well as spirituality, because trust me, when you combine the power of mindset with spirituality, you become so super strong that you yourself would be surprised with the kind of results you would see, or the kind of new person you would see. Okay, so here in the morning rituals, first let's understand that what are morning rituals. Okay, so morning rituals are basically some kind of self taken actions that we do every day so that we can achieve something good. All right, some people do it to stay positive, some people are more focused, they have some goals, and some people also do it just because they feel that it is correct. Most of the affluent people in this world are doing, and that's the reason they do it. However, if you have some strong, robust and empowering morning rituals within you, or you are in a habit of practice of doing that, there is no doubt that they are going to take you to another level. They're going to take you to another state. So that's the reason that morning rituals are very important. Most of the people are not the people who they think they are, right? We all are not real. We all are a construct. Now, what does that mean? So when we came into this world, we were born and brought up by our parents, and then there were a lot of contributing factors to our growth, such as our teachers, society, culture, environment, in fact the country, also the rules or some religions. All these things have made us what we have become today. So we are not the real self. We have been constructed by the knowledge or by the wisdom or by the understanding of those things that have given an influence in our life to create what we are now. Okay, so that is why it is said that we are not real, we are a construct. All right, so whatever you believe in yourself right now might not be true. In fact, today whatever I'm going to share, I don't know what has worked for people or what not, but what has worked for me, whatever I have learned from my mentors, whatever I have learned from my own personal experience, I'm going to share that with all of you. So with my experience, I can say that I was definitely not the one I originally am, right? And I'm still work in progress. Every single day I am unleashing my own potential, trying to know. I'm so amazed by my own thinking, the way it is developing, the abilities that are changing, and also the awareness that I'm getting in life. So that is how I can say that we are not the true self that we think we are. If whatever conditions you have in terms of a financial status or your career path or your relationships, everything, including your personal traits, that is your strength or your weakness, every single thing is not true. They are the reflection of your past. Whatever was told to you, whatever was built in you, you now think that you are that product. So for example, sometimes I remember this very funny incident, and I'm certain most of the people must have done in their life. For example, we were given some kind of an assignment to do a very boring assignment, right? One person takes an initiative and he makes the entire report or thesis or whatever, or the case study that has to be presented. So he makes it according to his own understanding, and what rest of the group does is cut, copy, paste. So you ask the person, oh, have you done that? Just forward to me. And without even going through it, we truly trust that the person must have done it correctly, and the entire batch or the group of students or the people, they cut, copy, paste and do that, right? So I have done this many times due to paucity of time or due to lack of interest or anything, or not, I'm not understanding. So I took this path or this way to finish my job. It is exactly the same thing that happens in our life also. Most of the things we don't know why we are doing. It is just the cut, copy and paste that we follow, and that is how we are built in our life. Many programs that were built in our childhood said that probably, don't take too much of risk, be comfortable, have your comfort zone first. Especially for women, I would like to address that it is always your family first, it is always your children first, and you are at the last. That is such a wrong conditioning, because you are born in this world first to respect your own self. If you do not honor your own self, if you do not give time to your own self, respect your own self, you are not going to give the same to others. It will be a duty for you, it will be a forced action for you, it will never be a heartfelt action for you. Okay, you would say that my duty is, my dharma is to take care of my children, my husband, my family, and then it is me. I do not believe in this anymore, because I did this for so many years. And the kind of repercussions I faced within me was that I never ever got the authenticity or the courage to become the person I really wanted to. I always believed in the choices that were offered to me, and I picked up the choices, that were given by my family members or by external factors or my bosses or wherever I worked. But the day you realize that you are the most important person and you have a purpose in this world to come, you're going to stop accepting those things in your life, and you are going to build that courage within. So it does not matter what people say, what matters is what you say. And the day when your inner voice changes, everything is going to change. So this is what the morning ritual is about. It is about creating a new you. So we discussed that what are morning rituals, certain set of practices which most of the people do to make themselves positive or bring them to a higher state of awareness or a level wherein they feel good about themselves, and also they work towards achieving something. Second thing comes is that why morning ritual? Why not afternoon ritual? Or why not night ritual? Many people do a lot of things in the night also, but morning has its own significance. And according to me, I have shot down, or shortlisted few factors that I truly believe that they work wonders if we do it in the morning. So number one is that you are more fresh in the morning because you've just woken up from a nice sleep of 7 to 8 hours, and you have that energy. You have a uncluttered mind to yourself wherein you can focus towards doing the activities that you want to do in your morning ritual. Second thing is that when you do morning rituals, you are setting a tone for the entire day, right? So when you start your day in a positive note, everything within you tries to start. It's like a machinery that starts at a good optimum level and starts functioning at that level the whole day. Imagine a machinery which is not at optimum level as it is, and you try to start it, and then it's giving that noise, and it continues the whole day. So it's like, oiling and gearing up that machinery in the morning so that it works the whole day. So that's it, setting up the tone, and that's how you're going to be in the positive vibrations, right? And then when you set the tone, the third thing comes is that you are in that thing, the whole day, you are aware. If you have given a commitment to yourself in the morning that, for instance, I'm going to finish these work, or I'm going to be conscious about one of my habits. Some people have a habit of smoking or drinking too much of coffee, or just doing social media and wasting time on unnecessary unproductive things. If you give a commitment to yourself, or even if you tell yourself that today I will be conscious, I will be aware, you get a lot of time to see what exactly you are doing, what is your pattern and habit, are you really following it or not. And the last important thing that I feel if you do a morning ritual is that you get time for self-reflection. You can sit in the night just with your own self for a few seconds or for a few minutes and just quickly do a revision or a recap of whatever you thought in the morning and whether you were able to fulfill everything in the night. So that's the reason morning rituals are more preferred. Body wise also and mind wise also, they are more effective, because in your body they produce certain chemicals when you are in a relaxed state, and your mind is more in a cooperative state to do whatever you ask it to do. Okay, so this is why morning rituals. And now the third step that we are going to go is that how are we going to do the morning rituals. Okay, so let's start with a statement that I love to share with most of the people, and that is by Albert Einstein. And he says that you cannot solve a problem from a level from which you created it. All right, so अगर आपके लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, फॉर इंस्टेंस यू हैव अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ एट योर वर्क प्लेस, और इफ यू हैव अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ मनी, then you cannot solve that problem by applying the same thinking from the same space where it is created. You will either have to change the space, change your thinking, or do something that you have not done before. And morning rituals are all about doing that. So many people ask me, Ghazal, what do you do in the morning so that you stay at your optimum level and you have a strong mindset to follow throughout the day? And that basically inspired me to share my morning rituals. And today I'm going to share everything that I do in the morning. Sometimes I add on or delete few things depending upon my state of mind, but most of the time I have a very set pattern and I follow that. So let's deep dive into it and see what I do. So when I wake up in the morning, and I prefer to wake up at a particular time, so I wake up around 5:45 in the morning, and the first thing I do is I go to the washroom, I stand in front of the mirror and I see myself and I give myself a nice smile. Since many years, what I was doing before was I would get up in the morning and look at myself, and my internal critic would start that, look at you, you've put on weight, look at you, how are you looking, even your hair are not nice, I think you're getting some wrinkles, or you don't look beautiful, you don't look so cheered up, you're looking so tired, and yet another day, oh my god, what is different going to happen in my life, again the same work, mundane routine. All these negative self-talk would begin the moment I would look at myself in the mirror, and then I would take a sign and I would say, what can I do about it? I would start brushing my teeth, finish my the routine, and then I would come out of the washroom. But ever since I started learning the power of the mirror work, I realized that the beginning, the starting point itself is not correct for me. And that goes for so many people as well. Because you can lie to anybody in this world, but you cannot lie to your own self. Do you have the courage to see yourself and accept the way you are? Accept the way you look? Accept the way you behave and you are as a human being? No matter whatever is going on in your life, remember it is just a phase. Sometimes the phase takes long, sometimes it's a short phase, but apart from short or a long phase, what remains powerful is that you have the ability to change it. And one day I took that step of changing it. So I told my mind, I told my brain when I slept in the night, that when I get up in the morning, first thing I'm going to say is something good about myself. It does not matter what my mind tells, what my heart tells, but I am going to bring that shift. I'm committed towards that. So from that day onwards, I started waking up, looking myself at the mirror, and I started saying only one statement: I am beautiful and I am powerful. So one tip I want to give is that if you are not in a habit of doing this mirror work, or if you are not in a habit of talking positive about yourself, don't make it overwhelming by noting from somewhere on YouTube and then saying that, all right, these are the 10 affirmations that I'm going to say when I look myself at the mirror. This is the biggest mistake that people do, because remember, your mind is used to a certain pattern, and if you don't follow that pattern for very long, it is going to rebound, it is going to bounce back and tell you that what are you doing, what the heck are you doing, it's not going to work. Come on, you are used to this self-talk that goes on for good about 3-4 minutes and I feel so nice. It's like having a drug in your body, and that drug is not at all bothered whether it's a good drug or a bad drug, right? Whether you are consuming an aloe vera in the morning, or you are taking a cigarette, or you consuming some kind of a caffeine in the morning, right? So a drug is a drug. So same way, take a small dose of it and increase the dose as and when you feel comfortable with the present situation. So first thing is the mirror work. So I stand up. So I would encourage everybody to just think that what is one thing that you want from yourself. If you feel I'm not good enough, then that should be your morning walk, mirror walk. That I am so confident, that I am absolutely complete. I do not need anybody's assistance. All right. So sit and first frame that only 1 or 2 sentences, not more than that, and start saying it when you wake up in the morning. Another pro tip that I'm giving you now is, you would say that, oh, I forgot, I should have done it, but today I forgot. I did it for 2 days, then I forgot. Type it or write it and paste it in the mirror so that you don't forget. Okay. So I did that. I pasted it, and your washroom is yours. Like, forget it, whatever anybody thinks. What matter is that what you are going to give to yourself. So treat yourself with these 2 nice, powerful affirmations in the morning that you're going to look at yourself and repeat till the time you're brushing your teeth, combing your hair and all. So don't try to get into the feel good factor that, okay, let me, look nice and then I'm going to look at mirror and feel good about myself. The real essence is in accepting you the way you are, in your raw form, not in a made up form. All right. Self-love comes only from the way you are, naturally you are. So start doing that. Now, after that, the second thing comes is that I go and I have a fixed place in my balcony, and I go there and I sit for meditation. Okay. So again, I would encourage, if you can, make a space. Okay. So take a nice round at your house and just let yourself be open and see that which is that nice place where I can sit undisturbed. And I feel that, okay, this is a nice corner for me. I get positive, vibes from this place. Sit there, make it your meditation point. So I have a point where I sit every day. How do we do meditation now? Most of the people would say that I cannot do meditation because my mind wanders and there are too many thoughts running, and that's absolutely right. Your mind's job is to make thoughts. The way your heart's job is to give the heartbeat and keep you alive. You cannot tell your heart that please keep quiet, please don't start beating for another 15 minutes because now I'm sitting at meditation and I don't need any disturbance. You can't say that. So every organ is doing its work. Let your mind also do its work. Okay. So first resistance that we build is by, putting or giving lot of expectations to our own self, that when I'm in an ideal situation, when I'm in the calmest of the times in my life, then only I'm going to do meditation. It is not going to work that way. In fact, the day you are very stressed, please ensure that sit with your own self at even for 2 minutes, but do this practice because it is going to change the biochemistry inside you, and it is going to release those organs which are going to make you feel more calm and composed. So I do meditation, and the way I do it, I'm going to share with you how I started it. This is just for beginners. Again, this is my experience. If you have a better idea, or if you have a better system, then please use it. But I'm telling you mine. So what I started doing is that I picked up a beautiful music. Okay, beautiful music that resonates with me. Okay, because I love music and I'm very inclined towards creative things. So I shortlisted a music on YouTube, and I put my earphones and I sat there. So first few days just listening to the music and feeling myself calm. This was my starting point. and I didn't think much about it that I have to concentrate on one thing or I have to do something. That was it. So this is what I did. So I still do it. I always put a meditative music and try to relax myself. And then after that, I'm done with it 2-3 minutes. I remove my earphones and I sit with my own self. And again, I try to visualize of the person that I'm going to become or I am becoming in my journey. Visualization is very important, but it is connected to one thing, and that is your goals. Okay, so this is something that one step that you need to do in your physical form, because now I'm talking everything in a practical form. So physically you will have to set a goal. Now your goal could be to get a better health, your goal could be to get a better job, or your goal could be anything that you want, but you must have a clear and specific goal. It is like, you are going for a vacation and somebody saying, where are you going? And you saying, I don't know, I just want to go for a vacation. So that's not going to work. You have to find out or shortlist at least 2-3 places to know that, okay, what kind of place I would love to go to relax myself. Maybe it's going to be a hilly area, or it's going to be a beach place, or it's maybe I'm going to enjoy the sand dunes, whatever. But there has to be some clarity. Same way your mind also needs clarity. All right. So build that clarity by setting up the goals, what kind of goal you want. And I would again with my own experience, set only one goal. So for the time being, if you are focusing on your health, then make a goal that I am becoming the most fit person, the most healthiest person, who is able to do everything effortlessly, who has greatest stamina and is probably running a marathon, or whatever your love is for your fitness. You have to make a goal towards that. Okay, so the way I have made my goal is that I always every day say that I am so happy and grateful now that I am a world-class coach. I am helping and serving millions of people and I am earning so and so amount. Okay, and then I say I'm serving all the people with best of my ability. I'm traveling the world around and gaining each and every experience that is for my benefit. So this is my goal, and every single day I say it in my mind, I visualize it, I see as if I'm already that person who's inspiring, uplifting and contributing to thousands of people in this world. And the kind of emotions I develop, the kind of feelings they surface when I'm doing it, because I make it look so real in my visualization, as if I'm standing in a platform and I'm uplifting and helping people. So this is the power of visualization. There's a very beautiful saying, and that saying says that logic can take you from point A to B. So it is very easy to visualize. If I say that, okay, how are you going to go to your office today? And you're going to visualize by saying that, okay, I take out my car, or I take whichever means of transport I'm using, and I'm going to point A, then B, and there I am in my office. So logic can take you from A to B. But imagination is that power within you which is going to take you the world around. Isn't it? Whenever we are in a good state of mind, and when we are sitting with our friends or family, how easily we slip into imagination and we say that one day let's all plan a trip, and we all go for girls trip, or we all go for this fun trip, or let's indulge in this experience, or let's go and explore things. How do we do that? We do that only by our imagination. All right, and you will see whatever in your life has happened so far, everything has happened only and only because of imagination, because imagination works beautifully for good things also and for bad things also. Many people tell me that when I do coaching for them, and they say that I don't know, I feel very scared. If I think something bad, then the bad thing happens to me, right? Why? Because their visualization is so strong, their feeling is so strong, that they almost make it come in the physical reality, and that is how it appears in their physical reality. So all of you must have heard this, that thought becomes reality. What you think, you become that. Your mind, whatever can think, can make things in physical life. Everything is happening only and only by this one process called visualization. So why not use visualization forcefully initially, but then it becomes a part of you for all the good things that you want in life. And can you believe this can be so beautiful? And most of all, it is absolutely free. You don't have to buy anything, which costs a lot of money or which requires a lot of assistance, help from people. You don't have to even buy any app. Just sit with your own self. And again, if you are fond of music, then put a nice motivating music and start seeing yourself, the way you are standing, the way you are looking, the way you are inspiring people, the way you are creating what you want. If you want to be the best seller, if you want to be the best contributor, whatever you want to do, you can visualize, and you can bring the world in your feet just by sitting at one place. So this is what I love to do, visualization, and I build those emotions. See, if you're doing visualization only through your mind, it is not going to help you. Most of the people say, I have been thinking about it, but nothing has happened. Why? Because you're putting too much of logic into it. The moment you say that I am earning 15 lakh rupees a month, a voice comes inside and says that you're lying. How can you do that? It's not possible. Yeah? Because you've not given the permission to your heart to connect with your mind and build whatever you want in life. So you will have to move up from the game of being logical, and you will have to connect with your heart. So mindset and heart set work together to give you the best visualization that you can. So second thing is that I do visualization. Then what I do is that then I'm done with my entire meditation and visualization rituals, and then I open up my book. I always have a notebook, you can say, wherein then I start doing my morning rituals. First thing I start is by writing my goal. So every day I write my goal, the goal that I told you. Make your own goal, and probably you can hear me out again, and you can see that part again, how I have built. The only thing is, what I can give you few tips about, although I take a lot of sessions wherein I can help people to make the goals, the right goals that they want. However, to begin with, what you can do is, the first thing, have a standard opening sentence, and that is, I'm so happy and grateful now. Because these are the words which are going to automatically take you to a higher vibration, right? So start with this sentence, and then you can write whatever you want in life, and don't go into the logic that this is not possible. I'm from a very humble background, I have no experience, I have no resources, I don't know how to do it. That's not your job, let me tell you that. You must be knowing that the universe is with us, and we are the co-creators. Why it is said that we are the co-creators and not the creators? Because co-creators means the universe is doing its part and you have to do your part, and together you're going to co-create whatever you want in life. You have been sent in this world with abundance. In my last session, I had mentioned this, that just consider that you are a source. You are the divine source. There is no differentiation between God and you. So बहुत बार हमने किताबों में तो पढ़ा होगा कि God is within me, God is me, consider this. But हाँ, ये बातें हमें बहुत ज़्यादा हाई लेवल की लगती है, बिकॉज हमें लगता है कि यार अभी तो आई एम नॉट इवन एबल टू लिव माई लाइफ प्रॉपरली, हाउ कैन आई कंसिडर माई सेल्फ टू बी गॉड? Absolutely right. Step by step, increase your awareness. Step by step, take action towards what you truly are, unleashing your own self, the real self, and connecting with your own power. That is how it is going to work for you. So the first step is, do not differentiate yourself from the God. Think that you are the source, and the source is an infinite source. It could be in a form of an energy. Give it a beautiful color, and then think that you are a small droplet of that source that has come down. But there is a connection, always a connection, because you are a part of source. ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि आप नीचे आके कुछ और बन जाएं, बिकॉज आप तो उसी का अंश हैं, आप तो उसी का एक पार्ट है. So same way, you have an infinite and same potential, same powers within you that the source has. So with this mindset, set the goal of whatever you want to achieve, and trust me, everything is possible and it happens. If you hear the stories from all the great people, be it Tony Robbins, be it T. Harv Eker, be it Blair Singer, or be it Robin Sharma, be it Vishen Lakhiani, anybody, they all will confirm the fact that they created everything through visualization, and especially they were visualizing at a point when they had nothing with them, right? Because किसी भी चीज को पाना बहुत आसान है जब आपको ऑलरेडी पता हो कि आप उसको कैसे पालोगे. But your real potential unleashes only and only when you have no idea how are you going to get it. So if tomorrow somebody gives me an assignment that I have no idea how am I going to do it, you are not going to be aware till the time you do it, right? Because you have not done it before. That is how. Okay, so write a goal, and the goal should be very powerful. It should be something that you've never ever achieved in life. So Bob Proctor always says this beautiful statement: goal is not what you get in life. Goal is what you become in life. Imagine when you achieve anything that you've not done before. Don't you get that power? Don't you get that confidence? Don't you get an affirmation? Don't you get that strength that yes, I can do this also? Same way, a small child who has learned to walk and the parents start clapping the first time and say, yes, you can walk now because you have walked, you've taken the first step. Same is the thing with our goals, right? After that, what I do is, I then write 3 things, at least think, because that depends upon my mood, I would say that. So, but minimum 3 things or 4 or 5 things. I write those things which are not there in my life, but I really want them. So all those 3 things are again a part of my visualization of the person that I'm becoming in future. So for instance, I am so happy and grateful now that I am living in abundance in my sea facing villa with all my loved ones. That could be your one part of visualization that you probably don't have right now, but this is what you want in life. Or I'm so happy and grateful now that I am already earning so and so amount, and I am spending this money liberously on me and also in contributing and making a difference in people's life. So whatever you have not achieved but you want to achieve, these 3 statements full of gratitude are part of my next step that I do. Okay, after that what I do is I go to another level, and then I write a heading called 20 things that I'm grateful for. Okay, but I'm again going to give you a pro tip. Please do not start with 20 things if you're not used to writing gratitude in physical form, in writing form. Okay, most of the people say, oh, मैं तो भगवान का बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ, मैं पूरे दिन I stay in gratitude. Fantastic, but you can never ever substitute the power of what you are writing with your own hands, because you are creating a kinesthetic sense with your hand, that the signal goes to your brain, and there is a strong confirmation that yes, this what I'm saying is absolutely true. Okay, that is why people say make a to-do list and write it. Why? Because जब हम बोलते हैं कि I am going to do that work, okay, and then in the evening your mind will say you didn't do it, because you had 10 other things to do. No worries, do it tomorrow. And then you would say, no, but I thought that I'm going to do that work. Then your mind is very smart to tell you, but right after that you also thought that provided I have time I will do it. So there is no confirmation. Yeah. और इसी कश्मकश में क्या होता है, बहुत सारी चीजें जो हम छोड़ देते हैं. So what you need to do is you have to make a habit of writing everything. That is why journaling is so important. So do not use the laptop. Please, please, please come to the original form of picking up a notebook and getting nice colorful pens, because I've got a lot of pens because I like to do it in a nice manner, in a relaxed state of mind. So get nice pens and start writing. Give a heading 10 things that I'm grateful for today, or 20 things that I'm grateful for today. Okay. And now what are you going to do? So I'll tell you what I do. And that's again a very beautiful exercise, because that is how you are going to train your memory also. So I put the heading, and then I just try to do a recap of my previous day. So I just visualize and I say, okay, I woke up in the morning and I felt absolutely blessed that I'm awake, healthy, happy. So that is my first gratitude. Then I see what I did. I received a call from my clients who were very thankful to me. I received a testimonial, or I received a new contract, or I spoke to my mother and she really encouraged me to do something, or I went for a cup of coffee. Anything that you did in your entire day, make it a point to be part of gratitude. That is how you will never ever be short of gratitude. And that is how you're going to supersede only the 10 grateful things that you want to write, and you probably will write 15, 20, 25, 30. And also, a secret that I'm giving you is that learn to build a muscle to pay gratitude for small things. Okay? Aren't we so blessed that I am talking right now and you are listening and probably absorbing or thinking that, okay, this might help me? There are so many people who don't even have access to internet, or who are not in a state to listen. They are not in a state of sitting at home at a comfort level and listening to all this. So learn to pay gratitude for small things. Even if you woken up in the morning and you feel a fresh breeze of air and you feel so grateful that, wow, such a lovely weather, or I am able to breathe so beautifully, so effortlessly. That's such a beautiful way to pay gratitude. So that is how build your muscle, and that is how you are going to attract bigger things in your life. Small things will ensure that you start a process, and that is going to create a cascading effect within you, and all the big things are going to come. Okay, so gratitude is one thread that connects you from the source. Remember the context I gave you, that you are a small part on this earth and you are a part of that source. Now imagine that small dot, or the small drop, or the small circle is all the time connected with the source only through one medium, and that medium is gratitude. So if you are not in a habit, there is no harm in creating, I would not say little fear, but yes, a conscious awareness that how important gratitude is. So all the more reason that you must start paying gratitude, because that is the golden thread that connects you from the source. And the more you pay gratitude, the more stronger this thread becomes. The biggest mistake what most of the people do is, the moment they get one thing in life, they stop paying gratitude. And they think, okay, I'm done, I've got this. Now what else? I don't need anything. And yes, this is also another very harming statement, I would say. People say, I am very satisfied with my life, I don't need anything. If you are a person who is sitting at a comfort zone where you say that I am very satisfied, then you are at a wrong place, because God has not sent you here to sit comfortably. God has sent you here to make yourself comfortable, and when you are comfortable, expand your potential to make others comfortable. So you can be happy, but you cannot be satisfied. There is a difference. Remain happy in whatever you have, but don't become satisfied by saying that this is it and I don't want anything else. That's a wrong place to be in. Okay, so this is another thing. Then after, when you have paid the gratitude, I move on to my next step, and my next step is that I ask for guidance from the universe. Okay, so I sit, close my eyes, and I just shoot this question that, dear universe, thank you for being with me. What is the guidance that you would like to give to me today? How would you love me to unfold my day today? And just sit with this question for 2 to 3 minutes, and whatever comes in your mind, write it down. Do not get into the judgmental mode. Do not get into the logical mode that, oh, this is my mind saying this is what this does not hold true for me. Or if you get a guidance that you learn to relax, and you say, I'm always relaxed, I'm always in a happy state of mind, or I'm always helping others. There could be any guidance, but just take it the way it is and start writing. Initially, you might not get the guidance also, you might not get anything. But as long as you have set an intention to ask from universe, Universe is going to give you the answer. If not now, that might give you after 2 hours. You might be reading a post and something might click and you would say, oh my god, this is something that I also need to do. Or you might be having a conversation with your colleague or your friend and something would click and you say, oh yes, this is something that I wanted to hear, right? So this is how you are going to build your connection stronger and stronger with universe, but start the process of asking guidance from the universe. Then the next thing I do is that I say that what is my intention? What is my intention for today? Okay, so how would I love to work? So what I do is that I set my intention as is to finish my entire work that I have listed. So when I have my to-do list, then I make sure that my intention is to come what may ever, but I'm going to finish all my pending work. I'm going to finish all those phone calls or doing the knick-knack things that I have been procrastinating since long. And I'll make sure that I do it. Or my intention is sometimes to be trust the process, be in the process. That is also an intention that comes within me. Or my intention is also to enjoy the day. That could also be your intention. So whatever you ask, that what is my intention, whatever comes, write it down. Okay. And one thing I forgot to mention is that in your gratitude, because it is connected to intention, in your gratitude you can also include your wins also. That I do, because when you are going through the entire day, you are recapping your entire previous day, you will also come across with the moments where you felt that you have accomplished something, whether it is a small thing or a big thing. Small thing as in that I did not drink too much of coffee, or I avoided that sweet that was offered to me. Anything that is a small accomplishment, a small win, please do mention it, because the more you do it, the more you will get it. It is as simple as that. Wherever your focus goes, energy flows. That is how it works. So this is what is going to be there. Okay. So yes, so setting your intention for the day is the next thing. Now I go to the last thing, and the last thing is completely based on spirituality. I spend good about, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes in that, because I love that process. And in fact, I extend my learnings by working a lot on myself, on spirituality, on my own energetic levels. But I'm not going to touch upon those, because that's going to take the entire conversation or discussion to a different level. So I'm going to give you a very brief understanding of what I do in spirituality. Okay, so my next question is to send love to all the people, in fact all the things in this world. Once again, in one of my videos, I think in my previous videos, I had spoken about opening your heart. Okay, so if you are not getting anything in life, whether it is related to love, whether it is related to abundance, beautiful relationship, or good lifestyle, anything, these are the blockages that are created in your chakras. People who understand, they will truly understand what I'm saying. We have 7 chakras, and they are the energetic centers through which we learn and we get the courage to walk or to take actions. All right. When your heart chakra is not working properly in an open manner, and it is blocked, that is the time you do not receive the manifestations, you do not receive the results that you want. So how are you going to open your heart? So to open the heart, I do a simple exercise that I'm sharing with you. I would love if you can also do it with me. That will give you a very clear understanding of how you do it. So what I do is that sit straight, and you're going to take few deep breaths. And the way I do it is I breathe in through my nose, and when I breathe in through my nose, I see that my belly is expanding, because it is getting full of the air that I am inhaling, right? So I do it like this, and I actually see that my belly is expanding, and then I again release from my nose only, not from my mouth. Sometimes from your mouth, if you're feeling very stressed, release from your mouth, or you can release from your nose as well. And when you are releasing, make sure that your belly is contracting now and it is going inside. All right, so this is how I bring myself to a very calm state. So let's begin this small exercise of opening your heart, and you must do this every day. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now just imagine that you are a part of that source, and that source is building a connection with you. And it is sending a beautiful beam of light that is entering through your head. And you can give it a beautiful color, whatever color you want: white, golden, pink, red, green, orange, lavender. And that beautiful light is now entering through your head and going towards your heart and connecting to your heart chakra. And now that power is so strong inside your heart that it is circulating in a very, very strong manner at a high speed. And it is circulating in such a high speed that you are no more able to contain that energy within you. And you are in a complete compulsion to open and send that energy outside. So see that your heart is opening up. Visualize that your heart chakra is opening up. And that beautiful energy is now flowing outside. And it is flowing and taking a circular form. And it is expanding from your body and touching every single thing that comes across it. So you see that wherever you are sitting, you are expanding this beautiful energy, and it is touching each and every family member in your house. And you are saying that I am sending my love to all of you. You are so much loved. And expand this process of sending energy to the outside world in a circular manner. And now it is moving outside your flat or your house. And now it is engulfing the entire society, because you are an energy. So see yourself, your energy is giving probably a nice hug to the entire society, to all the people who are staying there. And you're saying thank you, and I love all of you so much. And then now you are expanding your energy, and your energy is covering the entire city. Now it is covering the entire state, this entire country, and now it is moving forward at a very rapid speed and engulfing the entire world. And see how this beautiful energy has completely covered this world, the globe, the earth. And you are saying, I am in oneness with everyone who is inclined or in tuned towards my value, my purpose, my beliefs, and my mission. Thank you so much for being in oneness with me, and I choose to stay connected with all of you. Put a nice smile on your face, put your hand at your heart, and say thank you once again, and open your eyes as and when you are comfortable. Once you start opening your heart, you will see that you are going to attract those things that you had never ever imagined in your life. These days I am reading this book called The Untethered Soul, and in this Michael A. Singer has mentioned that how important our heart is, because it is the center of all the emotions. It is the center of creation. And whenever we are not open to in our heart. Whenever we are not open, what are we? We are closed. So suppose you meet a person, you are very open, you feel nice to meet that person. But if a person says something that hurts you, you immediately close your heart. And that event becomes a sanskar in you. And that stays in energetic form forever, till the time you don't release it consciously from your energetic level. And that's the reason when you meet that person after probably 10 years also, you will say I've forgiven him, but you will still remember that incident that will make you little uncomfortable. And then instantly, logically, you will say bygones are bygones, I have forgiven that person, I have moved on. But have you really moved on? Have you cleared that energetic space, the blockage that is still there in your heart? People who demeaned you, ridiculed you, backstabbed you probably 20 years back. You are 60 years old, but still, whenever you think about that incident, you don't feel good about it. Why? Because there's always that block that has been there and it has not been cleared. When you learn to open your heart, you are giving a permission to yourself to heal everything. Whatever you don't heal always stay. And whatever you deny, you don't heal. If you will be on a denial mode because of your sheer negligence or sheer ignorance, then you're not going to heal that. So just by saying that I have forgiven everything, it is not going to help, because that was created at a different level. Forgiveness also comes when you are energetically involved and you make an effort energetically, spiritually to forgive that person. In fact, it is said that forgiveness is the highest form of meditation. So learn to open your heart every day. I do it every day, and I cannot emphasize enough what all it has changed in my life. People who left me or I left them, probably not at a very finished note, reconnected with me only to finish it, only to dissolve or neutralize the karmas probably we created unknowingly or knowingly with each other. That is the power of your heart. So opening the heart is super important. Your heart is not a graveyard where you are going to bury all the dead bodies. Alright, it is a beautiful garden where you must learn to plant the flowers or the trees or the fruits of your own choice. So do this as the next step that I do. And in the end, I seek for forgiveness. So I again sit, close my eyes, and I seek for forgiveness, and I just say a general statement. If I don't have any person in particular to forgive, then I just say that I seek forgiveness from people whom I might have hurt consciously or unconsciously. And I seek forgiveness every day. That is how you are cleaning the vessel. You make food every day, and don't you clean the vessel so that you use it again the second time? Same way, you must learn to use your vessel, which is in complete energy form, before you reuse it again. Clean it every single day. So there are multiples, in fact thousands of norms or the ways or the rituals or the techniques through which you can clear your energy, you can clear your thoughts, you can clear your body. But these are the few that I do, that are included in my morning rituals every single day. And every day means every day. And then you will get used to it, because you will start seeing the benefit of it. And then nobody else in this world would be able to take away from you what you are becoming. You will be a totally different person, a new person. And this is what morning rituals are all about. So with this, I'm going to end my session, and I'm certain that something must have opened up within you, and if I could have been a better help to you, then you can definitely give me some questions, or you can connect to me on my YouTube. Or also I would encourage you to stay connected with me on Instagram, because I post a lot of short reels, and I also post a lot of creatives and tips that are going to bring lots and lots of awareness and goodness in your life. Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll see you next week with another interesting topic. Bye bye, and wishing you more and more power, and hope you shine brighter than yesterday.